Hi guys, Team Everly Philip here, starting a new segment of videos called Dueling Network Duels. It has the main intention of showing you guys all the decks that we use and have spotlighted, or deck profile if you prefer, into action. This will demonstrate some plays, some opinions. We'll also discuss certain things, and you can always submit your opinions and suggestions, and anything can change. All the duels are guaranteed to be random people with specific decks from selection from our team members. And if you're interested in adding me, my in-game name will be shown. It's pretty complicated, or pretty weird, so I'm not going to say it on camera. I'm going to be using my Inzektors for this video, and let's see if I can find myself a random duel. Now this is in the March 2012 format, so Torrential's at 2, Plant Synchro is pretty much dead right now. I mean, unless there's a miraculous change to it, yeah, it's pretty much dead. For further information to those interested, what I'm filming with is Camtasia. It's a full license, so we find ourselves a duel. Let's move on. Seems like I won the rock, paper, scissors. Huzzah! So yeah, here's my in-game name right here. And let's see what happens. As a starting hand, this doesn't seem bad. Since I'm playing Inzektors, it actually gives me a lot of plays. By preference, the way I would play with this hand is I would normal summon Thunder King, set Torrential Tribute, and end my turn. Thunder King is a better first start than summoning Armageddon Knight and getting the effect, because if anything, they could Veiler or something. Thunder King would stop players from using Power of Duality, setting Sangan, etc. Sometimes they would even, they would actually suicide just to get some search cards later. Thunder King is actually a very scary card, especially against heroes, because then they can't use the emergency call, terraforming, etc. Which isn't a bad first play. And now I actually even got a light in the grave, which means that since I have a Lesser Soldier in my hand, with Armageddon Knight, I'm not necessarily going to banish the card, but maybe Armageddon Knight and Thunder King, you never know. So he searches Ward Stratos with the emergency call, does Pot of Duality. All of those would have been stopped by Thunder King, which is very scary for them. And this interesting duality decides to take Mystical Space Typhoon. I'm not surprised. Clearly this is a sort of hero build. I could guess that he's going to play Terraforming into Fusion Gate, start playing with the Shining Recycling and stuff. It's my guess. I forgot to shuffle. Yeah. I'm going to normal summon Armageddon Knight, attempt an effect, see if I could land something in the grave. He's okay with it. Let's start up putting Hornet in that grave. Going to actually set Call of the Haunted. Attempt an attack. He takes the attack. Yay. Go to the end phase and end my turn. On his draw phase, I'll actually do Call of the Haunted right away to get back to Thunder King, just in case. I probably shouldn't have, but I do it just in case, because now he'll just use that or the Mystical Space Typhoon. See, it would actually force him to get rid of certain cards. He just lost his Dark Hole, which means now my Blackluster Soldier actually has more safety. Since he doesn't seem to be running back row, the only thing that could possibly get rid of that Blackluster Soldier would have to be possibly, I would say, Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, or maybe the Shining just simply running over it. Since I don't have much of an option right now, I'm actually going to straight up, oh, misclick, so sad. Summon Blackluster Soldier. See that summon has to be okay since he has nothing. And that's a win, so I don't have to be afraid of an Honest. Then I get another attack, which is great. With Maxi in my hand, the instant I can see him activate anything, I could always at least pull out a draw from it. Sadly, Allure of Darkness is too risky. I wouldn't do it right now. But like, if something happens, something comes up, why not? The reason I send Mystical Space Typhoon is to try, is actually for two reasons. Either bait out his, the one he took was Duality, or wait for that Fusion Gate or something and instantly MST it. I don't want to start fusing him. Although I do have Maxi, still. So he's seeing his graveyard, which means that he could possibly go the Shining right now. If that's the case, this Bloodluster Soldier is pretty much dead, because if he goes Miracle Fusion, the Shining will come out with 3200 attack. There we go. He MSTs my back row, which means he has a play coming. I'll instantly chain Maxi to that. So yeah, it is the Shining. Most likely, yeah. Draw into Veiler. What a lucky draw, because now what I can do is I'll instantly Veiler the Shining. Which means that it'll stay at 2600, which means my Backluster Soldier is safe. What a lucky draw. It actually tends to happen a lot more. I wouldn't call this sacking. It actually happens often. Now, considering I have a Hornet in the grave, I would actually go Allure of Darkness. If anything, I'll banish this one. I don't mind. Now that I have Monster Reborn, I'll actually save it. I'll wait for that Blackluster Soldier to possibly get destroyed, then reborn it since he was properly summoned. I'll use Blackluster Soldier's effect to banish the Shining, preventing him from getting the effect to recycle the cards that he used to fuse. Normal summon Thunder King, which will actually eventually hurt his deck. I'll laugh if that's a Sanga. Aww. And then just end my turn. It's funny that I'm not actually using the Inzektor basis. It's more going on a beatdown level, but against heroes, BLS is your boss monster, because if you banish this guy, the Shining, they pretty much have nothing that they can do. They won't recycle the cards that they have. Now, with this draw, and with Torrential at 2, I wouldn't summon Dragonfly. I would actually attempt to attack first. And if all goes well, there we go. So that was the first duel. I believe there's enough time for another one. So let's go for another duel. Why you no accept? I haven't gotten my rating and reputation or something up very high lately because I didn't get a chance to play a lot. Although this isn't a game that I would be addicted to. Well, relatively speaking. Not doing metric at least. There we go. Oh, the new picture that got selected. Ooh, so my rating or reputation or whatever you call it is over 500 now. Over 500! Alright, with this hand, straight up, it doesn't seem that great. Actually, what I would do would be just set this guy in. There's no point in setting Call of the Haunted right now, so I would just end. I don't want to lose it if he MSCs it or something. It's an important card, in theory, could actually help. Again, I have Maxi and Veiler in hand, which means I could always pull out some draws if he attempts a special summon. Decides to attack with Sang. The Hornet dies, but he's in the grave. It's all good. Draw into another Veiler. Wow. Let's see if he falls for a Gore's bait. Once again, if you have any suggestions for plays that I could have done at certain times, since I'm not fully paying attention right now, let me know. I'll be sure to, you know, learn. He actually just wants to reborn. He wants to take that Hornet away from me. Can I draw one? Ah, how close. There's a Dragonfly. And he overlays. I'll draw another card, let's see. Maybe it's a Hornet, maybe it's a Hornet, maybe it's a Hornet. It's a Centipede. Hornet? Aww. Still. Start up with Heavy Storm, let's see what he does. There's the Solemn Warning. There's a Fiendish Shame, wow. With a hand like this, people are going to criticize, but I would actually set these two. Decides to attack, it's okay. Since I still have Call of the Haunted, I mean, plus I'm putting some darks in this grave, so why not? Does Duality. Agents, ooh. Ah, MSD. He's gonna take it. I can tell. Yeah. Oh, a friend of mine actually taught at regionals with an agents. He was using an emergency teleport build. He had 3 engines. He had a psychic engine. He had a tour guide dark based engine. He had a lot of things actually. It was surprising that it actually worked and was consistent. That's the that's the scariest part. But you know, whatever works. Now, here's something interesting. There's one dark in my grave. I have Torrential, and he has Leviathan the Dragon attached with Hornet. Since I have Torrential, and assuming something could happen, a summon could occur, I'll actually set that Centipede. Now, if all goes according to my plan, he summons a monster with a Torrential Tribute, and I'll have exactly 3 darks in my grave, which means I could attempt a Dark Arm Dragon special summon. I'll probably either use Warning or something, but at least I know that's out. And considering this is the only possibility of play at this point, unless I want to suffer damage. This is harsh. I won't summon that extra Dragonfly. It's too risky right now. Playing it safe. There we go. There's the sack that I wanted. Though this could be considered a waste, still. Now, I care more about my Inzektor cards than I do about my Dark Arm Dragon. Now, this is ridiculous at first. But yeah. So let's straight up special summon Dark Armed. Hope to bait out a Warning. I won't call priority. Alright, he does Book of Moon. I never call priority because half the time they call for prio. And then they would be like, nope. And just like destroy something. Or do Torrential Tribute on the targets that I would have taken. So. I'm just waiting for a Fiendish Shane or Veiler or something. Nope, if it goes through. Baited out by a Dark Arm Dragon. Now, normally I could have been able to call priority, wouldn't have heard it since I could have gotten it back. Okay, does Maxi. Interesting. Draws 1. Chains with MST. There goes the set torrential. Now, considering I don't feel like special summoning again this turn, I'm actually going to take Gigamantis, because I don't want him to overdraw. And what I'll do is I'll activate Gigamantis' effect to Dragonfly, to try to leave the Dragonfly longer on the field. I don't care that much about Centipede, since Dragonfly is the main pop, her main specialer. If the Dragonfly can live, life is okay. Let's go, Gores! I believe in you! I can tell Gores. Gores? No? Aww. 3 Veilers in hand. This is a sight to behold. Just hoping for a Venus or something right now at this point. Although people would debate that Darkroom Dragon is one of the boss monsters in this deck, which he is, I would prefer losing him than losing possibility to destroy cards on the field with my Inzektor cards. So I don't mind summoning her, summoning Darkroom Dragon first, get warninged or booked or whatever the heck it is, and then just normal summon a Dragonfly and get rid of whatever's left on the field, or Centipede, or anything really. He calls GG. So yeah, that was the first Dueling Network video. Here's a very quick look at the deck. So this is an incomplete side deck. Normally the Grand Mole and Chain Disappearance should in theory be Royal Decrees, but I don't have them at the time. If I had the second Fiendish Chain, this Armageddon Knight would be it. Since half the time I find myself getting the Hornets with ease, I don't necessarily need Armageddon Knight. Or maybe a Veiler would be a Fiendish, it's debatable. Although I prefer Veiler because it stops the wind-up loop if they're going first. Increase the chances of saving yourself is way better than attempting to prevent something. Plus, Fiendish Chain can be Mystical Space Typhoon, so... I honestly hope you enjoyed, and yeah. Again, leave your feedback and opinions, and thank you for watching. As usual, subscribe, like, and comment, and see you next time.